Real leadership shows up in how we navigate moments that no one sees. I'm Tracy Cao. Today, I'm honored to be sitting with Eric Chen, the Executive Vice President at CBRE, and one of the most respected leaders in commercial real estate. Eric, thank you for being here.
Thank you for having me, Tracy.
You built a long and successful career at commercial real estate. And looking back, what were the defining moments or choices that shaped your trajectory in real estate?
When I started first at Marcus & Millichap as an assistant, they gave me an opportunity to just enter myself into this world that I have no idea about. And after being there, it really opened up my eyes how this sales and entrepreneur sort of job role can help people kind of get ahead. So that wasn't exactly a choice, it was a job that was offered to me. But fast forward 9 years later, I was an assistant for 4 years and then became an agent for 5 years. The head of Marcus & Millichap that had actually left the company and now with CBRE, managing the entire US investment sales business came and recruited me. And at the time, I felt like I was very comfortable. 9 years at my previous company. Why would I move over and change the platform? Although he had given me a lot of good reasons why, but I really had to take the leap of faith, trust him with his experience and his leadership and vision, enable myself, put myself in a situation to change to the #1 real estate company in the world. And by doing that, it had helped me open up my eyes even more.
That's amazing. I admire you a lot, and I think it's also inspiring because you and your team has been #1 for a few years in the entire
state of California.
Yeah,
not just in the LA County inland.
Yeah, how did you do it?
I would, attribute this to not just our individual effort. It's definitely a team effort. Meaning, in commercial real estate, this is a sales-oriented, commission-only job, and coming to CBRE and 12 years ago to build a team, you really have different people serving different functions. And every single day you have this machine that's working. I have to really manage and I have to also sell and do deals and teach, mentor, wear many different hats. But when after many years, when this nucleus starting to really work well together, I think that really helped us separate ourselves from our competitors. That's one thing. The other thing I would say is the consistencies. Everybody kind of get the good vibe or affected by your intensity, consistency, and the work ethics. And I think that's absolutely irreplaceable. To help us get to where we're at.
That's really amazing. And what I hear is that you have a very solid and strong team that you built, right? And I think that is your solid ground. And when I think about it, is that the external environment keeps on changing. That includes market cycles, that includes global economy shift, political, all kinds of factors, right? When we think about the nature of a real estate, it does need that adaptability into the changes. And how do you stay anchored or strategy-wise in responding to the change of market conditions?
I don't have any really a grand idea of as to how we're doing that so differently.
Right.
I do think that going day by day in real estate, we are in the trenches, meaning at the forefront, working with investors, helping them purchase, buy, sell, make decisions, making things happen. I would say a lot of time we do see things ahead of what the news are saying, right? A lot of the time what the news and the article, the data, the analysts, what they're saying is a little bit lacking. So I am very much not just working in the business every day, but also on the business, looking in the broader view as we, navigate through all the changes. Sometimes you can't see the changes right in front of you, but then you can feel it, you reflect, and then you kind of figure out and say, okay, I think this is what I'm seeing. And you discuss with the team, everybody's like, yeah, I felt that way too. So all these baby steps, and we keep ourselves very much engaged and not just say, hey, we close a deal, it's a win. Well, what's really happening with prices, vacancy, rent growth, interest rate, how's that changing the price? Last 2 years, especially more difficult because real estate has gone up for 15 years and last 2 years it's actually going down. But a lot of our people in our profession have a hard time pricing the property downwards. And so that's just an example that you have to be super sensitive to what's really going on. And then we can take that to advise our clients and better kind of coach what the team needs to do. So.
And what I hear from what you share is that key word that pops in my mind, connection, right? The connection with your team, the connection with clients, the connection with what's going on out there. And that, I see you do a lot of sharing about your relationship. Let's say you have a long-lasting, great relationship with your supervisors when you started the commercial real estate, and you have great relationship with the trustworthy, the loyal buyers or sellers that wanted to come back to you. And to me, I do think that building that genuine relationship is also very important in real estate or just any kinds of business, right? And how do you think that shaped your success in that sense?
Tracy, that's a really good question. I think the business that I'm in, I happen to be pretty much 100%. It's a people business.
Yes.
I think I realized that year one working in this business, I all of a sudden realized, and it just came to me, and I thought to myself, yes, we're in real estate business, but people own the real estate. And yes, real estate has its functions, rents, all kinds of income expenses, but really the people hold the real estate and make decision on if they are gonna do XYZ, with the property. And so it really is 100% people business. And so with that, in order to be successful, we really have to be able to have a lot of empathy. At the end of the day, is find the common ground and then connect. And it doesn't matter who you meet. Find that also going outside of our work in every day, the people you meet, the Uber driver that I talk to, supermarket, I run into people, or people working at the coffee shop, you keep going every single day, and then you see them every single day, you start talking to them. It's just making this connection that people feels like, hey, I like this guy, I want to talk to this guy, and you just kind of build that trust. So
it's so beautiful. I love it. Absolutely. I think this is also our heart and essence of this show, is building that connection, whether through your work, your community, because it comes down to we're human. The nature of a human being we want to be connected. And I think with the love and compassion and everything we do, it definitely shapes the way we live our life, and which in ways that shapes how we interpret the world, the outer world, from within.
Yeah, I mean, a little bit on top of that, I would say, we hear older people say, when they're getting really old, what really matters? And they say, yeah, money is important, health and all that, but it's the relationship you have with people.
I really love to hear that. That's so beautiful.